Alright, so we're back with the only game where you can tax people to death and they will love you for it. It's Citystate. I have at this point a reserved VIP section of hell just for me, due to everything horrible that I've done to people in this game. So today I'm gonna do something different. It's gonna be a gigantic pain in the ass, but I want it to work. Custom game, damn it. We're gonna need an island for this one. Normally, I'm beating people to death, enslaving them, taxing them, and otherwise ruining people's lives. But I wanted to see if I could run a city-state and make it work without any taxes. No taxes at all. Absolutely no one gets taxed. In order to make this work, I'm still gonna have to ruin someone's life. It's so unfortunate. It's like someone has to be the blood sacrifice so the rest of the city-state can live in harmony. But that actually has to happen. The only way I can think of to make this work is to have an economy completely built out of tourism, I guess. We can't do the mountains and the oil. While I do love gold and oil, like, I love the money that it makes. Not really, I don't use it as part of a facial cleanser or anything like that, but I like the fact that we can make money from it, but we're not gonna, it's not sustainable. The only thing that's sustainable is people's enjoyment of things that they don't need and that will probably get them injured. So ski slopes it is. I can only imagine the amount of debt we're about to make here. I really wanted to name this Australia Does Whatever It Wants, but I can't fit it, so we're stuck with Australia Does Whatever. So I wanted to put something for the flag that's really stereotypical. There's no way in hell I can draw a kangaroo. So this is supposed to be a shrimp on the grill on the Barbie. It kind of ended up looking like a nuclear or possibly Super Saiyanish penis. Whatever. Welcome everyone to Australia Does Whatever. So last time we had to have all the lower class. We're going to need almost all of the upper class this time because they're the only bastards that have any money to go skiing. It's gonna be an expensive ass place to live because old Gray's gotta put parks everywhere. Every time I see this on my screen, the shape becomes something different for me. It kind of looks like a Batarang now. I really don't even know if I can get people to go to the ski slope yet. I'm gonna give it a shot. I've got bad news. We're making $2 right now on ski slopes. We are gonna have so much debt. You may have as many children as you'd like. In fact, I need you guys to have children because I need someone to work the ski slopes. See, I'm thinking about the future, okay? You can say what you will, but realistically, the kids are gonna have jobs when they grow up, okay? Someone's gotta make money around here. We can't tax the individual classes, so that means the only thing that we can tax is sales. Look at the GDP when no one has any taxes. Oh my god. How is there insufficient investors? Everyone has a ton of money. So I'm not gonna mess with the people's genes, but I never said I wouldn't mess with animal genes. The other thing I'm gonna try and do is, as we start getting more people, this is gonna, like when I say this out loud, it's gonna sound really bad. I'm gonna start bulldozing down all the poor people and see if I can replace them with rich people. The entire purpose of this was to give back and change all the horrible things I'd done to everyone, but it just sounds like I'm doing even worse things. The unemployment rate is 93.7%. Why? Is it because there's no funding? Because no one wants to go to work. Bunch of lazy bastards. We need the upper class. Modern mansion it is. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the mansion is pretty hot. This dude has, what, like 4 pools? I don't even know what this is over here. It looks like the Mines of Moria or something. I'm not taxing you, so you're not getting any unemployment benefits. You can suck it. Look at this. The foundation of the arts, what the hell? Why is there like trees and a putting green on top? This doesn't seem artistic at all. It seems ecological, I don't know. Well, we got 29 people skiing. What do you know? We ran out of money. I'm taking out debt way faster than I ever have before. We might have to do some mining because no one wants to work in a normal job area. Since you bastards don't want to work here. I have to mention something real quick. You guys need to know this. So, the upper class wouldn't move in until they saw the lower class killing themselves in the mines. Now, you tell me who's twisted. Okay, so let me think about something. If I take one of these low class areas and I bulldoze it down, will the upper class move in now? More debt. I seriously need some people that have some money to move in here because this can't sustain itself. Okay, We're finally starting to get some upper class people. You know it's a thing when you see freaking fountains, Bruce Wayne gates, and tennis courts. Yes. More mansions. Good. Good. As usual, Gray has to spend some time erasing friggin' water from the map. Sorry, Australia. Starting to come upon $60,000 in debt now? Okay, we're getting somewhere. We've got a couple of McDonald's's. A few of them are becoming abandoned as people spend most of their times peddling cocaine and probably beating each other in backyard bare-knuckle brawls so they can post it on freaking YouTube. Being a business owner will suck. But being an individual will be fantastic, I guess. I mean, unless you're one of the poor schmucks working in the mines. Come to think of it, if your employer hates his life because he's getting taxed all the time, is that gonna rub off on you? In retrospect, this is kind of interesting. There is no sales tax growth rate effects. The only thing anyone ever cares about is how much they individually get taxed. Hey, you boys like sales taxes? This guy just moved in over here. Remember our mansion? Right next to it, there's gonna be a bunch of social housing momentarily because I need a lot more people. Like, now. This is exhausting. I've never taken out so much debt. This is easily the worst cash flow I've ever had in the game. Negative 3,000 right now. Our ability to come back for this, I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're already at negative 1,200 in debt payment. I've got to try and bail this place out. It's getting pretty bad. Maybe we can make the entire area one giant farm. Over $250,000 in debt now. I may have a way out of this. We need a slum. Like, we need it. Absolutely. We need an area of low-income housing because I need jobs to be created, like, right now. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get out of this. We're at negative 5,100 right now. Okay, all the immigration. Okay, farming was stupid. We're never farming again. I was a fool. All the farms are getting busted down for more low-income housing. Negative 7,400 right now. My bonds only last me, like, 1 month at a time. I'm taking out so many. Okay. We've got a large amount of upper class people so far. Anyone who's upper class is getting their house upgraded because they're the only thing that may save this economy right now. Taking $31,000 out each time in debt. This is real. This is the real pain. This is the actual agony that I feel like a state goes through. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna try and tax people for a little bit to see if we can stabilize this, because for right now, we are so grievously in debt that it appears impossible for us to get out. This is an impossible amount of debt right now. You boys like a Cinderella story? We may be able to come back and then bring all of the taxes down to zero. I still don't know how we're gonna fuel the economy, but if I can get us out of debt, get us out of the 73,000 in debt, or 7,300 that we're in debt right now, $692,000 in debt. 692,000. I don't care what it takes. We will claw our way out of debt. Oh, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. We are in the green for the first time ever. So now the big question is, can I turn the economy around before we run out of gold and oil? I'm just carving a path through the middle of nowhere to find these resources to try and save our lives. Yes, guns should be friggin' legal. If I had more guns, we wouldn't be in this predicament. Okay, all my lower class people, well, some of them are turning into upper class now. All right, you ready for this? Watch this. See this? Low class. Bing. Put a new house in. All right, upper class. It's like friggin' magic. All right, now it's time to see if I can fix this horrifying unemployment problem. Okay, next step here is to start getting rid of all the low-income buildings so we can move closer toward a land of less taxes. Get rid of all this farm crap, replace it with buildings. Okay, so now I have to shuffle all these friggin' laws around in order to get the middle class coming in so I can get hotels so that we can get the tourists. This was such a horrible roundabout way to do this. Okay. Slowly but surely, especially out on the water, we're starting to get more friggin' hotels, and it's about damn time. No immigration. Borders friggin' closed. No joke, the amount of commercial buildings I'm making in an attempt to balance this freaky, weird, jacked up economy, it's like, look at this. Might as well just get like some sort of Photoshop tool that just allows me to scroll from one side of the screen to the other and create a utopia of commercial buildings. It's all just McDonald's and Sonics. More ski slopes and more friggin' beaches. I have to take a whole friggin' ocean out. The whole ocean over here. I'm sorry, Australia. I need to make more space for McDonald's and hotels. Yes, middle class, come on in. The water's fine. The lower class is useless to me. Knock down all these crappy skyscrapers. Let's get some real skyscrapers in here, the good-looking kind. It feels bad destroying all these houses, but I've got to move these low-class people out. They're just not good enough. Again, that sounds really bad, but it's for the purposes of the game. Oh, I've changed this entire neighborhood. Just about from the low class to the middle and upper class. All right, so the idea here is after we've reached the utopian lifestyle, it's funny because like you give everyone a bone with all the state's budget, and now we're gonna rip it all away. All right, now that we have a friggin' airport, we're rocking it and dropping it, which means it's time for more ski slopes. Boom, bing. I'm just putting airports everywhere. I don't even care. This is how we're getting tourism up. So 6 billion beaches. Something I never do. Make water. Okay, now hotels are popping up everywhere. This right here is what we want to see. All right, we're finally starting to get there. Now slowly but surely I can start moving the taxes on the people down and the trade taxes or sales taxes up. This looks ridiculous, but it's totally going to work. Make everyone dumber. More ski slopes. You don't need an education when you just have to surf the waves and ski the slopes. This is absolutely unbelievable. I wasn't sure that you could do this, but you can totally do this. This is not the way this game is meant to be played, but we managed to screw it over real good. So we took our time developing this huge utopia where everyone was super happy and everyone was making a ton of money and everything was grand. And then we built up a giant ass area of tourism and commerciality. I removed all of the taxes from people, so no one has a single tax levied on them, and put a 50% sales tax. However, the game just gives me the money. The people are pissed. No one else will ever live here, but it doesn't matter because they're already paying me. I'm kind of curious like how high I can get it. The only problem is I don't think I can get approval anymore because the unemployment is so bad. So yeah, I took everyone's benefits away. They get no education, no health care, no security or justice, and a 50% sales tax. But the city totally works without a single person tax, just on the sales. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Citystate, where we freaking screwed the game over again. Anyway, until next time, stay foxy and much love.